Okay, this is your quick tour on all the basics of how to use Autumn. So first things first is cooking. So your cooker's here and there's a gas bottle under here. Now you've got to be really careful to make sure that the gas is always turned off before you drive. So off as soon as you're about to drive off. To turn it on, there's a sticker here that tells you how to turn it on. So to turn it on, you go to the right or anti-clockwise. And then you'll be able to light your flame and then turn it off. And then there's also a grill here. Now I'm good with it. This is your grill. Just make sure you remove this before you cook and then put that back in. It just stops it rattling around. And then to use the grill, you simply, and then light it. And then once you are about to drive off, you obviously turn the gas off. So go to the left or turn clockwise. This is your sink. And the water is under here. So on the right is your fresh water and then on the left is your wastewater. When that's full, just check, keep an eye on it. Then you need to empty it at the grey water site in the campsite, or if you're camping off grid, either down a drain and dispose of it responsibly. There's also some cleaning supplies underneath here as well for when you need. And then you just turn the tap on and it runs, there you go, for you. And then just be nice and gentle with these joints. This is your fridge. So this runs when you are on electric hookup or when you are driving. And then I turn it down low if I'm off grid because it doesn't really last very long. So turn away from you to the back of the fridge to go low and then turn it all the way towards the front of the fridge to be high. So you want it on high when you're driving to get the fridge nice and cool. There's also a cool block. So if you are off grid, you can bring that out of the freezer and into the main bit when you're camping. So that's the fridge. There's a toilet underneath here. I rarely use the toilet. I would say only use it in emergencies because you will have to empty that out at a campsite or in a public toilet if you do use it and return it clean. So as I said, use that only in emergencies. There are cleaning products behind the toilet if you do decide that you want to use it. The roof pops up. It's not currently popped up at the moment, but all you do is undo these straps here and then you push it up, and then when you want to pull it back down again, you pull it down. Make sure all this grey bit here is nice and tucked in. So I like to go around the side and just make sure everything's tucked in before retightening the straps there for the roof. Then underneath here you've got your cooking stuff. So there'll be oil, tea, coffee, cups, mugs in that section. And then here's a big department for storing stuff. It's a bit full at the moment because I'm away in it. You've got your pan and your plates will be in here. And then this is your diesel heater. So when you want to use it, you just click and hold the middle button and it comes on and then off. There's some fairy lights for night time. The switch is just around the back here by the curtain and you just click it. There's a few different modes and then it goes off. This is the bed. So when you're ready to put the bed down, simply unscrew this. And then it'll get to the point where it just comes down. And then your mattress is just rolled up, so you just unhook that and it rolls out. And then what I do is I leave my bedding rolled up in the morning. You just roll it back up again. And then when you're ready to push the bed back up, you grab this grey rope, pull it slightly, and then just push on your knee. And then that should be really quickly. Camping chairs will be under here. And then you've got a curtain here that basically rolls out and you just Velcro that all the way around the top. And then there's a table just behind here. Again, when you're driving, keep this dishcloth over it so it stops it banging against the back. And then round the back, you've got your boot. So that just lifts up here. Under here, you've got your electric hookup cable, which just plugs into here, and then the other end into your campsite. And there's a little fire grill under there as well. The leisure battery is at the back here. I don't think you really need to use that, but if anything happens and you're on electric hookup and the fuse goes off, the fuse box is just at the top there. This boot is not on the central locking, so you need to just lock this separately if you've opened the boot. And then I will show you how to drive Autumn. Autumn is a diesel automatic, so when you are refilling, make sure it's diesel. Automatic, so you've got P for park, reverse, neutral or drive. So to drive, you put the key in, turn it slightly, and you'll see all the lights come on. And then there's a yellow light that you just need to wait until that turns off. Once that turns off, you turn the key fully and she starts. To drive, you push in the brake, push this in, move from P to either R, which is for reverse, or D to drive off. And then when you're ready to stop, put it back into P, you can put the handbrake on and turn off. Autumn has a bit of a problem with overheating sometimes, especially if you're going up steep hills. So just be aware that if it gets to 3/4 of the way up towards H, you need to pull over, just let her cool down for 5 minutes or so, and then she should be ready to drive. Again, if this temperature starts flashing, that's, again, she's getting too hot and you need to pull over. And then if you're coming back, just check the coolant level if that is flashing, and there's some coolant underneath this seat if you need to fill it up. And look in your mirrors. She's a bit of a bigger van, I suppose, if you're not used to driving a van, so just make sure that there's enough space. If you're not sure, just get out and check. And that's it really. I try and drive no faster than 60 because she's quite old and it's sort of yeah, uses up quite a lot of diesel, so below 60, and just keep an eye on overheating. And I hope you enjoy your adventure in Autumn.